Alright, it's the Ryan23491 show on BWC Internet Media. I have not done the show for a while, and I'd like to apologize for that. I wanted to do a Ryan23491 show today just because of this Michael Vick thing, and it's blowing up right now. It's been going on for a while. He was released from prison, then he was in home confinement, and I was thinking, should I talk about it then? No, it hasn't really taken place, so, I just won't. I was not going to comment it until something actually happened with it, because the commissioner was going to meet, and they were talking about when he's going to meet. It's going to be Wednesday, Thursday, and apparently last week, Wednesday, they met, and they've met 3 times since, well, in total, they've met twice since that meeting. And what happened on Monday of this week, which is the week of the trade deadline, is what happened is that he was conditionally reinstated. And I had to look at this story a couple times. I had to read it from myself. I had to watch it. I've seen it on all the shows that I've seen. And I couldn't understand the reinstatement. Is he suspended? Is he not suspended? Can he just participate? Is he not going to be playing games? And he's not suspended. Pretty much how it works, I'll try to say it as briefly as I can. He's not suspended. He can participate in training camp, get signed with a team and everything. He can play the last 2 regular season games, He can't play in any regular season games until Roger Goodell fully reinstates him, which Goodell said he would make a statement by about week 6. I don't know if that'll happen. I don't know if he'll make the decision by week 6, if it'll be before. I saw a report where Chris Mortensen, he said, oh, it's going to be more like week 3. I don't know, maybe that's just all garbage, stuff going up in the air. But, so he can participate in practice, he can participate in training camp. He can't play in any regular season games till Goodell fully reinstates him. It's really confusing. I know I repeated some stuff in there. It's because I don't really, I get it, just I don't understand it as much as I really should before I decide to do a show like this one. So, the next question is I'll put out to the 15 or 20 people that actually watch or listen to the show is, do you want to sign him? Would you sign him on your team? And I want you to I don't want you to just say it in general. I want you to actually look at wherever you are in the country, look at the football team you have right now, whether it be, whatever team, whatever 32 teams that you root for. Would you want him on your team? I'm in the Chicagoland area, in the Chicago Sun-Times today. The guy, oh god, I can't remember his name. Was it like Mike Mulligan, I think, something like that? Reporting from Bears training camp, I think it was. He said that the Bears, it would be a good idea to get Vick, because then they could do some stuff with Matt Forte and Vick and the Wildcat, and it would give Jay Cutler a solid backup. I don't really know if that would be a good fit. The Bears are a bit dysfunctional in the locker room. Lovie Smith, it seems to me like he's losing control. I don't know anything about that, but it seems to me like he's losing control. Me personally, I'm a Packers fan. That locker room, I've seen videos, they're talking about how great the locker room chemistry is. Locker room chemistry is something you don't want to screw up. So let's just leave that be. I don't want Green Bay to sign him. He should never sign him. Some teams, I heard the USA Today put some teams out there like San Francisco, Seattle, St. Louis, Jacksonville. There was one other team in there too. I can't remember. I don't have the report in front of me. What I do have in front of me is a report that says Dungy is going to be like a professional mentor to Michael Vick. I don't know if professional mentor means that he's going to get paid, if he, like anything like that. There's a couple quotes that I would like to read here. This is from Tony Dungy, quote, "I'm not sure what football is going to hold for him. That will be discussed at length in the sports pages over the next few weeks. I believe in second chances for people who admit their mistakes and are committed to changing." On that note, close quote. On that note, Dungy shouldn't. Well, Dungy's doing the right thing. He said he believes in second chances. Vick has had second, third, and fourth chances. He lied to Roger Goodell and the league. He lied to the feds. He lied to other people. He has had second chances. So, I mean, so this is like his fifth chance, really, to get to, to get another opportunity to get back into the league after being in prison for almost 2 years. Alright, so then there's another quote from him that is interesting that I found from Tony Dungy. Quote, "I know the public will be skeptical, but I think over time people will find there's a different side of him than we've seen so far, Tony Dungy. And believe me, Tony Dungy knows about people. He's got this whole Christian connection. He's been great with his players. I have the utmost confidence that Tony Dungy is going to be able to help Goodell and show this other side to people. And as far as the public being skeptical, I am skeptical over this thing. I don't know if Dungy can actually change Vick, and if Vick comes out as this kind of nice guy where he's too nice and he's not as similar to before as I thought he was, then I'm just going to be like, alright, he's just putting crap out there for the media, which all this apologizing and the quote he said where I know playing in the NFL is a privilege, to me it's just what he has to say. He's not sorry for what he did, from what I can see. Vick isn't sorry for what he did. He's sorry that he got caught. Just like the steroid users in baseball. They're sorry they got caught. They're not apologizing for what they did. Same thing with, if I go back, this is a different issue, Manny Ramirez. He said he apologized. He didn't apologize for using female fertility drugs. I guess he was trying to get pregnant. But he's sorry he got caught for doing it. He's not sorry that he took it. And that's the same thing with Vick. He's not sorry that he did the dogfighting. He's sorry he got caught for dogfighting. He's just putting stuff out there so he'll get a pass and get back into the league faster. That's what's going on with him. And there's one that's has a little bit more to do with Michael himself that Dungy said, quote, "I think Michael deserves the chance to show people he's changed and learned from past mistakes, but my true hope is that he will make sound decisions about his future and at the same time let people know more about the person that I've come to know recently. I know the public will be skeptical, as I said before," and that's finishing a quote, so that's close quote. And the ending actually was, "I know the public will be skeptical, but I think over time people will find there's a different side than we've seen so far." The public is skeptical. There's people who think he should never play in the league again. He's going to get back, whether it's this year or next year. I'm leaning actually towards next year because this is training camp. People are getting started right now. If he had an entire off season with mini camps to get some things put in, training camp is not the time for this. Training camp in today's NFL is time to get everything fine-tuned for the season, try not to get everyone hurt. So that's what's going on. So with Michael Vick, Dungy is like embracing him, taking him under his wing. He's considered a professional mentor. So overall, this is still a big mess. Vick is going somewhere. He's not going somewhere. The reinstated. The way the reinstated. I can't talk. He was reinstated, and it's confusing. This entire situation with Michael Vick is very, very confusing. This story I'm reading, Dungy, it's from the Associated Press. It's on ESPN.com is where I'm getting it from. I don't want to get sued, that's why I'm putting that out there. And as far as what other people are saying, I don't really want to say it because I don't want to get sued by ESPN, so I'll just leave it at that. And I'll leave it up to you. Does your team, and I'm talking about your team, if you live the team that you root for, whether it be, I don't know, the 49ers, the Jets, the Panthers, whoever you root for, do you want Michael Vick on your team? Now honestly assess that from your team, who you have. Do you think he would help? Not just in general. Because I don't want him. Packers don't need him. They've got this great thing going, as I said before. So that's that. I'll be back when something interesting and huge happens. Until then, This is the Ryan23491 show on BWC Internet Media.